you're going to have to fight this thing. Unless you can think of a different way of keeping it from getting to you.
I can't do damage really, can I?
Are you ready to fight this thing? Let's see.
Right.
1, 2...
Well, it just wants some food, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll...
Throw some trail rations at it.
Yeah,
Let it
just
dissolve that shit.
throw a ration at it.
Run to my dead body. And then run into that trap room. You know where all the safe squares are.
Do you want to do that?
Wait, what did he just say?
He said going into the safe squares in the trap room.
So that, in case the ooze follows you, it'll
Surely
get
by the
fucked
time
up.
you get here, it will.
And if
catch
not,
up in
it'll
that.
devour his body and her body instead of yours.
This is terrible. Are you doing that? It doesn't seem like a bad idea.
What's Klause gonna do? That's what I want to know.
I'm gonna try throwing one of my rations.
If I
at it
died,
first.
I would.
It seems more interested than you in the trail rations. You're faster than it, so you have a chance to break up the stairs and go into some safe squares in the
Okay,
trap
if
room.
I died in something like this, I would love for someone to use my dead body to save the room.
I'm just saying, the thought of him hiding in a deadly trap room, waiting for a green slime to devour the corpses of his friends is just terrible. That's like a horror movie.
Absolutely terrible. You're right.
Are you gonna do that?
What kind of situation are you in? A terrible situation.
That does not seem like something that I would do. I am a good character.
Okay.
So.
You now keep in mind, you could use your allies' corpses as bait and range attack this thing when it comes up towards them. Either way, we need to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Because that is the name of the game.
And unfortunately, it's initiative probably better
She
than
just
mine.
had her kid like a week.
I got a 4.
So, waiting for
It beat you on initiative.
Can I tell what kind of ooze?
You know you are. You smacked
Well, it's definitely green in coloration. Okay, you have a what?
27 nature.
27 nature check. You identify this as a green slime. Medium natural beast, ooze, and blind. It lurks in the dark. It treats pretty much anything living as some sort of food source substance. This particular variety of ooze tries to attach onto its prey, engulf it, and dissolve it with its flesh-eating acid.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of nastiness that engulfs you and tries to dissolve you.
Alright.
Any other particular pieces of lore that you want to know about it? You can probably know a few things.
What kind of tea does it have?
weaknesses.
Yeah. Any sort of weakness or
Yes,
strength.
you know for sure it was resistant to acid, and being that it's blind, you can't gaze attack it, you can't blind it. They do not like fire, and they do not like bright light.
There you go. Any radiant or fire
Your
damage?
sun rod isn't going to hurt it, but it might kind of shy away. Radiant damage is going to be particularly effective, as will fire damage. It's an ooze, so it can squeeze through cracks and stuff easily.
Does it have any kind of immunities?
No, other than blinded and gaze.
Okay.
So it actually beat you on initiative.
Yeah.
So it goes slurp, slurp, slurp.
Charge.
It is attempting to engulf you. This is against your reflex. 12.
Miss.
You dodge out of the way of its little slimy tendril engulfing stuff. It is your turn.
Okay. For my move, I'm gonna shift back towards these stairs. I'm going ahead and start with Burdening Dirge. It's a sad song I'm playing at it.
Okay.
This is balls.
This is a natural one. Oh no.
Yeah. So no effect on the dumb creature.
Okay.
It does have an effect separate from the attack, though. That until the end of the encounter, whenever the target is hit, it's slowed.
Okay.
So I can slow it down. even more.
Slowing an ooze. That sounds very slow.
Yes.
It moves to there. It again attempts to engulf you. That is 23 versus reflex.
Hit.
You didn't run? You didn't move?
Just shifted.
Oh.
You take 7 acid damage. And you are engulfed until you escape. And it already is starting to feel quite painful. At the beginning of your turn, you take 10 acid damage. Oh, God.
Was there any kind of rest involved in all that waiting for the behemoths to go away? Or am I still...
You got a short rest.
10 acid?
You got a short rest.
So I'm engulfed. Is that a grab?
It is counted as a grab. So a slide will get you out of it.
Sounds a little crazy. Probably can't damage the one
Okay.
grabbed.
I'll
That's good.
tell myself that everything's gonna be alright.
Majestic word.
Yeah.
Would you like to slide yourself 2 squares?
Yeah. Right.
Hit it
so
with
that
something that
was-
slows it or immobilizes it. Come on.
I just slowed it. Damn it.
Well,
I already did that part.
run away.
I thought you'd have to hit it and that slows it.
Run,
Okay.
run.
Anytime that it's hit
Run
until
away.
the end of the encounter, it gets slowed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hit it with something.
You
and run
force your bardic magic into this creature that never before has felt any kind of emotion.
away. I know despair.
Okay. I'm gonna use a staggering note.
Versus will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good call, man. Good call.
That's a nat 19, so.
You easily hit the
Push
Ooze's
it. Get
will.
away. Push it. Run away. Push it.
Okay. Push 2 squares, and it takes 5 thunder damage.
Okay.
And if I had an ally,
It
they would.
quivers a bit under your thunder damage.
If I had an ally, they'd be able to attack it.
And it is slowed. And you still have your move action.
I do. Well, if I run up here, all that's
No
gonna
one
do is
said
put
run
me
up
into
there.
death,
I just said run
so
away. Big difference.
6.
I just said away.
All right.
That looks like a
Intern. It's slowed.
Okay. You go over to there, and a crocodile type thing pops its head out of the ceiling tunnel and goes. You probably don't want to be over there at the moment. It is Ooze. It is slowed.
point.
1, 2,
It's just
1, 2. It just kind of slowly snails its way along.
Yeah.
Hit it with something
Schamus.
big and run away.
Staggering up. Do this all day. That's a 21.
Easily. 5 thunder. Kaboom!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or maybe screech.
5, 6.
They'll get to you.
Crap.
It's gonna charge your ass. It'll charge you.
Go there. Started here. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Just
Can I go there?
backwards.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay. Ooze. 1, 2, 1, 2, charge. On the charge, all it can do is a slam, not a
What
engulf.
are you doing for that?
19 versus reflex.
Hit.
You take 5 acid damage,
I think we should work together as a group.
and you have ongoing 5 acid damage.
I guess it's better than I'm going 10.
That's what we've
It-
been doing.
it is.
Just been willy-nilly.
So it is your turn, and you take 5 acid.
What's vicious mockery?
Vicious mockery. Good call. Target's will D6
plus-
plus charisma modifier.
Psychic.
Yeah, and it -2 penalty to attack rolls till the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Great at will. Great for bard. I like it.
Your mother's acid could not dissolve a.
Shift and
A sugar cube.
Shift and do that one.
Your mother's acid could not dissolve a
Targeting the
sugar
will
cube.
is a good idea.
I am actually going to set myself up for something else. So I'm going to shift back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use focus sound. This is a resonating shout. That's a 21 reflex.
That is a hit.
Alright.
So I like the principle.
16 damage.
Terrible.
And until the end of my next turn, I can crit on a 18 higher.
Your hand's
Okay.
cool, but
The creature
Jake
is
should never be
bloodied.
ever.
or I guess we'll call it oozy.
Yeah, oozed.
Oozed. Oozing. Saving throw versus acid.
Nope.
No. Slorp. Engulf. That is a 11 versus reflex.
Miss.
You got negative, or no, 13.
Either way.
I was giving it -2, but you didn't use the mockery. You used the other thing.
Right.
13 versus reflex. Miss. It is your turn, Schamus.
Well, shift, and the mockery is actually a item power.
You also have that wand.
That's the other wand. Yeah.
Do the wand.
I'm gonna use my wand, my wand's vicious mockery
Power
power,
wand. Okay.
because I know what it does. All right, that's a natural 18, so that's gonna be a hit.
Yes.
And it was a D6, you said.
Yes.
Actually, that was a crit, so that would have been an extra 2 damage, and I could roll a D6.
Oh, right on.
Ooh, D8.
Yeah, because you could crit on an 18 through 20.
So that actually 8 more damage than what I told you.
Okay, this thing is critically wounded, and it would have actually moved away from you on its turn.
So it would have moved away as fast as it could.
It would have. Were you adjacent? Yeah, it would have just tried to move back to its little spot behind the stalagmite.
So that's where it would have headed.
I think it's slowed. It was right
Yeah,
there.
that was a double move from
Oh,
4
okay.
squares.
To there?
Klause, because Klause is going to sell that.
Yeah, it's trying to get away from you. It's like almost dead.
Well, I had shifted back, so it
I'll
was
do
one away
control.
from me. So
I
there.
will rock control.
Okay.
We need a leader.
And then pull out that other wand.
Sherlock,
So that's a minor.
The one
get
that you
out.
found?
Brice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brice is going to do
And then
leader.
I'll take
I'm going to
a
do
crack
controller.
at it.
With Sherlock. No.
This is a charisma attack versus reflex. The wand is a plus
Any kind of preference with that in mind?
+2 wand.
All right. So that's
So it's probably one higher.
20.
20 hits the reflex. You see these clawed hands of shadow reach out, and it just rips this thing into
Why?
puddles of goo.
Killed it?
Puddles of goo.
You have defeated this thing, and if you do not want to get poison spittle shot at you, you should probably get going that way.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Way to go.
6.
Was there really just one that is chilling in here?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's the green slime, 2 skinwing behemoths, and he forced the whatever thingy, crocodile thingy, in here. It's in its tunnel, but he's trying to stay away from it.
By myself.
You have defeated the ooze. Good job.
What happens to Klause of Agna, who got out alive from the top?
It's going to take you 3 days to get anywhere. So.
Just so you know, my objective.
What's
would
your
be,
nature? What's your perception?
Not high at all. No, so I'm going to be wandering around blind in the woods. But my goal would be to go back to Fort Blackwood and try to sell this map. And then, get away from Fort Blackwood. Like, I don't know. If I hear I can sell, if I hear I can get a better price
What's your streetwise?
in Wolfmore, I'll roll it. What do you want me to roll, man? I'm down.
Hey, that's like 6 days in the future,
Yeah.
assuming that you.
Assuming
roll
you
perfect
survive
on
the
everything.
trek through the Dark Vale, which you might,
With my stealthy ass.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a forest.
I'm
It's not
very,
like
I'm
So
very
You
stealthy.
can't even see it.
Yeah, damn near.
Did you
Pretty
see
much.
that?
That's the idea.
Okay,
That's the
so-
idea.
I think we should at least figure out what Schamus is doing now.
Yeah.
So he's defeated the
gonna-
ooze.
Yeah,
What's
Ooze
Schamus
is gone.
Ooze
So
is defeated.
Steal
Alright,
everything
I'm
from
pretty
you.
beat up at this
Tell
point.
you
I've
all
got
me
one
when I don't
healing
care about
surge
you,
and
then
I'm
leave
in
you in the
bloody.
dungeon and die.
Are you gonna
So-
are you gonna do an extended rest and try to tame one of the skinwing behemoths when they
That's
come
the
back?
idea.
That is the idea. Okay, well you can complete an extended rest. I'm going to give you
Do I get an extended rest?
yes, but we're not doing your weird character.
No,
right
we're
now.
not. No, it's fine. Doesn't matter what I do.
475 XP.
There
I
you
think the
go.
people of the world need to know Shannon' fate, for good or for ill.
Didn't argue that.
And it sounds like he did an extended rest. Extended rest has been completed.
Right.
You are recharged, but you are alone, and you're in a pretty freaky situation.
Yeah. So I guess
You're gonna wait for the
behemoths
skin
come
wings to return.
Right.
And you're going to try your best to approach them. Okay. Other than just making a nature check, do you have anything unique that you want to do?
Not particularly religious. There's no kind of praying to gods or anything that's gonna help me out. I do have
Torog.
my musical type stuff, but words of friendship probably not gonna work so good. That's to diplomacy as opposed to nature. And then I have Serpent's Tongue, which again is going to be either bluff, diplomacy, or intimidate. So,
Do you have anything to feed them?
I've got
Food is generally good for animals.
right. I've got my trail rations, and then of course I still have my friends or that ooze.
It
I'm
definitely
still-
would not eat ooze. That's
Right.
like eating a bowl of acid.
Still, not leaning towards chopping friends up because I've got one of them that was made out of shade, right,
Mhm.
and then the other one is made out of wood.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's either you're gonna gnaw on some splinters and rocks or some Shadowfell tainted
Right.
flesh.
So
Wow.
Can't be that bad.
I would eat the shade over the warforged personally.
Yeah, no shit. That's a given.
well, the Warforged, at least you have an idea where it's been. Where's
The
shade?
Warforged is something chewy.
Yeah, I mean the shade. Who the hell knows what they came in contact with in
Yeah.
Shadowfell? So
Okay, so you don't have any. You don't really have.
I don't
any food
really
right
have
now.
any like meat.
Okay.
Not particularly.
So are you just
I
gonna
s-
be
I
kind of be?
suppose I could take a long walk and go grab some bones from those desiccated corpses back there, but I don't really know if that would.
It's dangerous going
accomplish
back
it.
there.
Yeah.
That chamber really felt like it was trying to suck you in, like emotionally and mentally, charm
Not
you,
good time.
charm you into it. Your insight saw through it, though.
Okay.
So, you wait a
They'll
bit.
come back and
You
I'll
wait a bit,
beat
and
the shit out of them.
they return.
Is there a Joey Bufuko site?
They return in 4 hours after you have awoke. So it's like afternoon.
Okay.
You've been munching on what's left of your trail rations, so you're doing okay. But you can't live here forever.
Right.
And they come back in. It looks again like a mated pair. And you try not to startle them, and you approach and you make your nature check.
Let's go with a 22 nature.
Oh yes. Oh, that's good. That's not too bad. They look at you and they kind of make some noises, but they seem fairly neutral and indifferent that you are here. So
Okay.
you're good where you are. You're standing like probably 20, 30 feet away from these things. They're kind of like looking at you and cocking their head, and you see that one of them has fish in its mouth. And it's kind of, holding the body, the flopping body of the fish down with its talons, and it's just like ripping, like predatory animals would do, tearing out the succulent bits of the fish. And these two are kind of eating this. One of them looks larger in the abdomen type area, so possibly a female ready to lay an egg or more. So it looks like it has them on a little bit of an edge, but you're making some progress.
All right.
They're not going to attack you for being here.
If they're not gonna attack me, then I'm gonna play some kind of soothing music on my little pipes.
I was hoping you would say that.
And just sort of hang out and be as non-threatening as possible.
Okay, play your soothing tune on your flute.
Yeah, this is performance.
Performance.
Hell of a bonus too.
You have +2 because you are bard. Otherwise, it's a trained charisma skill.
18.
18 performance. You don't get a reaction out of these things with your performance. They don't seem to get it.
I figure a wind instrument.
It doesn't offend their eardrums, but they just kind of seem to ignore it, really. Just like as if you would be talking and they don't understand your language.
That's cool. They don't need it.
You can make another check today, though it would probably be pressing your luck a little bit if you want to just kind of wait and say that this was a successful day overall.
I've got a
Well, you
7
better
days
eat
of
Asha
trail
and
rations
stay
overall,
alive.
so I probably have another 3
Better
or
start
4
off.
days left.
He's got
on
trail
the
rations.
trek. So I'll just kind of move off to mine in the cave, set up camp.
You're not gonna eat her. You're not gonna eat her.
Yeah, you're definitely good on food. I mean, you can live for a while even if your trail rations ran out. And other than that, you're just a little bit thirsty. You're collecting the water that drips down from the ceiling. It's not what you would normally drink in a day, but it's enough to sustain you.
Okay.
You wait until the following day until the things return, and this time they come bringing driftwood and other debris picked up from the coast and the cliffs, and it almost looks like they're creating a little nest area here.
Okay. Guess I'll start with nature again.
Okay.
That was a 16.
16. They look at you and they look very threatening, and they look like they're going to possibly attack you. You can run up the stairs if you want, but you better haul your ass.
Yep, up the stairs.
Yeah,
Get me there.
they did not like that, and they almost looked offended, like you were getting close to their nest. You run up the stairs, and they would have to squeeze to get up there, and they are not wanting to. They're not choosing to squeeze.
Okay.
Are you doing anything more this day?
Um.
You certainly can if you want.
Yeah, I'll try and calm them down with my pipes again.
All right, make your performance check.
Oh, much better. That's a 33.
Oh wow. Okay. Your flute music this time soothes the creatures greatly. Your performance is better. Your nerves are not throwing you off so much this time, and the soothing melodies actually puts the female one, the pregnant one, into a lulled sleep, and it seems very pleasant. And the other one, the male, just kind of seems to comfortably lie nearby, and it lets you get close if you want.
Yeah, I'll come up and, I guess, I don't know, pet one of them or something.
See you later, guys. They're not really so much pet type creatures,
Yeah.
but you can interact with it in other ways that let it know that you're not a threat to it.
Okay. Nature on that, I suppose.
All right, this lets you roll another nature. That's good.
Much better. Let's go with a 26 on that one.
26 is good. You, for all intents and purposes, have befriended these creatures.
Good deal. I'm alright with that.
From here on out, you're just gonna have to grab a hold of one of them when it flies out.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
And
So, I'm guessing athletics to hang on? Or is it going to be a fairly easy ride, even bareback?
it will be an easy DC for an athletics check to hang on. So they're not going to fly out this day, but they're going to fly out tomorrow morning. So you make sure to stay awake, and when you see the signs that they're departing, you come nearby, you grab on.
Uh, 11.
11's good enough.
Oh.
I said easy DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 10. Alright, so you cling to the back of one of these creatures, and it soars out. And it actually does not so much care for you to be on its back. It's not used to that. It's never had that before. But it doesn't dive bomb or anything. It just kind of like flies up to a cliff and just kind of like shakes you off. And then they go out to like do their hunting or fishing or whatever they like to do near the coastline. They'll prey upon about anything that looks tasty and bite size.
Did you actually make it out?
Yes.
Schamus, yay!
So
Jesus.
Schamus has survived. He has ridden atop the skin-winged behemoth, and you have befriended these creatures, so you can come back and interact with them later on if you would like.
Some other time I'll find some
You,
fish or something, help them out.
Yeah, if you can come back with like some proper food that they like and make like one more good nature check, you will have a tamed mount.
Yeah.
Schamus, the survivor.
Yeah.
That is great. I'm going to award you. I'm going to give you 200 experience points.
Alright.